Well, good evening, everyone. Fancy meeting you here. It's time for the daily wrap, and I'm DSP, and let's talk all about what happened today on my streams. It was Thursday, the 20th of November, 2025. So, an interesting mix today, okay? Let's talk about it. We started off today with no podcast for the second day in a row. Reason being, much like how yesterday I wanted to do big progress in Pokemon, today I wanted to do big progress in Call of Duty. The good news is I was successful at that, and probably once again the best stream of Call of Duty that I've done. The bad news is Call of Duty continues to be frustrating. Like you would think after having played like 10, 11, 12 hours of it so far, I'd think that the game is getting a little better. I'm getting the hang of it. In some cases I am, but for the most part, it's becoming glaringly apparent that this game is nowhere near as good as last year's or even a previous iteration of Black Ops at all. I actually do think this is the weakest offering Black Ops has ever had. Now, what did we do today? First things first, after one match, we unlocked the crazy OP sniper rifle that I was using during the beta. We'll talk about that in a sec. Then, Nuketown was unlocked in the game. So I said, let's do Nuketown for a while because everyone likes Nuketown. Let's go for it. So we started off just doing basically Nuketown shotgun stuff and stuff like that. Then we decided for an hour we would do Nuketown Melee. So let me put it this way. Using regular guns in Nuketown, it's different. They changed the map. Now when you're in those sniper points at the top of each side of the street, you cannot see to your right. So it used to be you could see right or left to the point B. You can't see it anymore. So no longer can you snipe over there to help control B. It's all about ground control of B now when you're doing domination. It changes the game. It makes those sniper points not nearly as good as they used to be. So snipers now have to basically just stand on the sides, kind of sticking out and trying to snipe all the way down the sides rather than going from that top vantage point. In addition, you don't have bombs. So there's nothing you can do to like booby trap the door. You know, there used to be, you could put down a mine, you could put down a claymore, you could put down this, that. There's nothing. So you can't really defend the sniper points anymore. I would say using the auto shotty was decent, but it was also chaotic. There were some matches that it was kind of silly. So I did that hour of melee. I said, you know what? Everyone knows Nuketown is insane if you get a melee run going with the knife or whatever. I built the build, started doing it. Absolutely insane. Getting wild kill streaks, repeated score streaks. There was points where I had like stacked stuff. It was like UAV, napalm strike, chopper. I was trying to fumble through and activate all three at once. Then I would run out to the street, kill two more. I got them all again. It was crazy. So definitely the melee stuff was the most effective stuff I've done in Call of Duty. Just going zoop, 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 zoop. But at the same time, definitively, you can see even the melee is screwed up in this one. Sometimes you run right into an enemy, you do it, passes right through, doesn't have any effect. There was one time I'm running at a guy, he's right in my face. I go to stab, literally, the knife just floats and doesn't hit him. I teleport 2 steps back, and it shows the guy shooting me. So you showed me stab, and then you reversed it. It actually was rollback. I'm not kidding you. Like, that's an example of rollback netcode. It actually reversed what was happening on the screen and killed me. Don't ask me. It happened. I got it on camera, okay? But anyway, definitely there was a lot of fun to be had with the melee stuff. So then for the last 90 minutes, I said, let's go shoddy snipers. I now have the crazy OP sniper rifle. So I will say this. The rifle's good, but I actually think they nerfed it. And the reason I say that is I was not always insta-killing people with this sniper rifle. This is the one that's 3 barrels, and it actually spins slowly like a minigun. So all you gotta do is you aim, and as they're coming around into your line of sight, you hold the button, and then platoon, 3 bullets come out and hit them all. It's supposed to kill them. No exaggeration. Every time I hit someone with that gun in the beta, they were just like liquefied. Okay? Now, I'm not kidding. Half the time, they don't die. I would have to get a shot either in the head or they already had to take some damage. It would get them down to this much and they would survive. Now, usually I could get a second shot and still get my kill, but that's frustrating. It used to be an instant kill because the thing is, the sniper rifle actually is one of the worst because you need to be aiming slowly and have it rotate to fire. It's not like you can just go pa-chunk, pa-chunk. It doesn't have that snap to aim, easy sniper mode for aim assist on consoles or gamepads. That you can't do it with this one because this one has a heat up, a whirl up. So anyway, in regards to that, I was still having a good time, but I was frustrated. The rifle has been nerfed. It has. And the game is not very good. Just to be frank with all of you. Now I'm like 12, 13 hours in. I really don't think this Black Ops is very good. It is probably the worst one ever made. It's mostly about running around like an idiot, spraying with an assault rifle, or finding a place to kit up and camp up with the sniper, but then moving right after. You can't actually snipe properly because people always spawn behind you in this one. So it's not that fun. Like, you can't really play it like a previous Black Ops. Instead, you got to play it like a different version I don't really like that much. Maybe that'll change over time. But basically, by the end of the stream, I'd done really well with melee and pretty much nothing else. And I said, well, I think what I'll do next time, let's actually pick an assault rifle. Let's see what's the best one. Let's kit one out. Because I haven't. I looked. I think the highest level I had on any assault rifle in the game was level 6. So I have like no attachments for them, no scope, nothing. So obviously that's why everyone's melting me. Everyone's using assault rifles and they're killing me from mid to long distance, just spraying. And I don't have that. I'm using all these other weapons that either only close range or like sniper rifle long range. I don't have anything that's the hybrid like they're using. So next time I play, that's what we're going to do. Good news is, guess what? Hit the goal. Attendance was great. Whenever I play Call of Duty, attendance is great. And in this case, hitting the goal was also awesome. So we're back on track, right? Right? After baby steps last night, we're now back on track, right? So tonight was Tormented Souls 2. We brought it back. Yes, they did patch the game. Yes, the bug was fixed and we were able to advance. However, most of tonight was spent trying to survive with no ability to save. Reason being, because of that game bug, I had saved 2 extra times trying to get the puzzle to work, and that's the only game save I had, or else I would have had to replay an hour of gameplay. So we resumed from there with no ability to save. I had to go through all this giant area. I had to do a boss fight with no save. I actually beat a boss with no ammo. I literally used my last piece of ammo. I took out my crowbar and was beating it, and I beat it. So, like, throwback to the Silent Hill 2 hardcore run that I did years ago. It was very similar to that, okay? We continued on, and the plot did get better. Things are more interesting. We went to 2 new areas, okay? Finally, near the end of the stream, we got a save room. Then we got to the school, which is the new dungeon, and we went in there for like 15 minutes. We couldn't find a save room. Then finally, someone told me where it was, and we found it. So, the good news is, we made major progress. The playthrough's back on. Everything is going swimmingly. Now for the bad news. Attendance was not as good as it had been before this delay that I was forced to do because of the game bug. And we didn't hit the support goal. We only got $90. Now, $90 is not bad. Okay, I'm not saying, oh my God, what a horrible night. It's actually much better than baby steps last night. But this was a playthrough that was doing consistently well, and now it's not because of this game bug. That pisses me off. Again, I am okay if I do something that causes you guys to be upset, like playing Ninja Gaiden 4 poorly by going to that challenge room and getting raged out at the beginning. That's my choice, right? This was not my problem or my choice. This was the game having a game bug, and we were stuck not playing it for over a week. I go back to it. Most of the people, I won't say most, I'd say we had about maybe 2/3 of the amount of people who had been there previous, but distinctly there were 1 or 2 people who had supported Tormented Souls 2 in the past that were not here tonight. And they were the staunch supporters of the game who loved it, and now they're not here because, it got delayed, so maybe they didn't even know that I resumed it. You know what I'm saying? That does upset me. Legit, it does. And, it's not the end of the world, but I hate it when things are out of my control and then I have to pay for them, But anyway, the good news is good progress, all right? The crowd was a good crowd that was here. We just didn't hit the goal. What I will say is this. If you like Tormented Souls 2, number 1, watch the videos again. Please don't let the playthrough die now. No one watches it. Like the videos. And you could support after the fact. You could leave a super thanks on a video. Or you could leave a tip and say, hey, this is for Tormented Souls 2. I couldn't be there for the night stream, but I want the playthrough to succeed. I would love to get more support for this playthrough. I feel like it is the bug that screwed us. Like, if we didn't have the bug, we would have been hitting the goals. So let's see what happens. Maybe this will be a situation if I get after the fact support, maybe I'll count it towards it. Because now that sucks. It's 2 night streams in a row. We didn't hit a support goal. After having momentum for a whole week where everything was good, now we're staggering because of nonsense that I can't control. Okay. So here's the deal. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to get back in control. Tomorrow, there will be a podcast to start the day. What will it be about? I don't know. I'm going to see if there's game news I'm interested in. Maybe we'll just shoot the shit. Who cares, right? Let's just have a good morning together. And then Pokemon Legends ZA continues as the daytime stream after the fact. Then tomorrow night, we are going to beat Leaf It Alone. But what I'm being told is that this Leaf It Alone game only has about 30 to 40 minutes left. If that's the case, because I don't know, we'll just hang out after. We'll have like an hour of gameplay and an hour of chill. And that'll be the end to our streaming week. Okay. Remember, I'm off on Saturday. All right. I hope you'll come back tomorrow. You'll have chill fun with me. Hopefully, we can hit goals tomorrow. Because now we're stuck at 6 out of 10. You know, people were saying, what do you do when DSP tries it? I don't know now. Like originally, I thought, oh, we'll be doing it like Friday or Sunday. But now, probably not. Unless we have like an incredibly good day. You know, it is what it is. So let's see what happens. I hope Tormented Souls 2 doesn't continue on this path. I hope that we can get people to watch it. This losing the week sucks, but I liked it. I had fun with it. I was stressed out all night because there was no save room, and I found that I was like, oh, like rejoice, right? All right, everyone, please have a good night. I hope to see you tomorrow for the end of my streaming week. Be safe. Have a good one. Peace out.